Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks for letting me know that the cameras are on. What's meant to happen is somebody goes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming to studio, and then all the back... Oh, God. Don't know why I bother sometimes. Anyway, look, here's my problem tonight in Craig's problem segment. I have got a bit of a problem. I was meant to get my teeth cleaned today. What the hell's funny about that? Oh, you don't get your teeth cleaned? You're from that country where no one cares about teeth. Yes. Yes, that's true. But I'm an American citizen now. I care about teeth. I enjoy gum and I'm... Yeah. Anyway, so... I was meant to get my teeth cleaned at the dentist, you know, where you go in and you sit down and they really hurt you with that picky thing. They pick. But that I can stand. I don't mind that, but it's the, oh, you haven't been flossing, have you? Or do you floss? Or do you floss? That's it. Do you floss? And you're like, yes, I do floss. And they're like, oh, really? And you're like, no. And that constant judgment of the... You're going to have to change your life, you know. You're going to have to spend the next 20 years just flossing and rinsing. Anyway, what happened was something came up. And I cancelled the appointment, right? But that's not what my problem is. My problem is I've done it like 8 times now. And I can't go to that dentist anymore. I'm going to have to find a new dentist because I'm too embarrassed to go to the dentist and admit... that sometimes I'm going to go to the... It's not that I'm frightened of the dentist, I'm not. No, I'm not really. It's just that when sometimes I just think, oh, God, do I have to go to the dentist, of all things? But here's the worst thing. Now that I'm kind of dentist-free, I'm single as far as dentistry goes. I feel my teeth are falling out. But you know, it'd be all right if they fall out. They can do. You still get dentures these days. My dad has dentures. He used to put them in he used to take them out at night and put them in a glass by his bed. It's awesome. And he used to do this thing. He could do this thing where he went like that, and his teeth would go. His teeth would go like that. I was like, oh, I can't wait to grow up so I can do that. And I still can't do it. But if I don't go to the dentist soon, I'll probably be able to do it. Anyway, if the dentist that I keep cancelling on is watching tonight, I'm really sorry. It's not you, it's me. Look, let's just take a break, and I'll call you when I've sorted my head out, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thank you, all right. Thank you, that's fine. Really, that's fine. Thanks very much. All right. Please sit down and relax, everybody. Unbuckle your pants, take your shoes off, let down your hair, stop clapping, for God's sake, man, and... You'll get your $20, don't you? Not from me. I'm going to do this new thing when I come out, though, for the studio audience. I'm going to start pointing. You know, that thing that when you're a late-night TV host, you go, hey, you, don't know you, never met you, I'm approachable and friendly. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, it is. It is. And it is a very exciting day here at CBS. We're gearing up for tomorrow, for this big thing that's happening on CBS. And tomorrow morning's early show, just a few hours from now, because we are live, tomorrow morning on the early show, just a few hours away, just it's like, there's this show, and then 10 hours of ShamWow commercials, and then the early show. On the early show tomorrow morning, this is true, Harry Smith will receive the first ever live TV colonoscopy. He hasn't done it yet, so don't applaud. He hasn't done it yet. I had to do something very similar to get this job, actually, but CBS... CBS are very excited. They're already planning the spin-off show How I Met Your Rectum. Now, of course, the network... the network hopes that the live colonoscopy... I'm just excited about the whole idea. The live colonoscopy, they're hoping it gets good ratings, so to boost the ratings even higher, the procedure will be performed by the cast of CSI. Looks like this guy's full of crap. Do you know that Rush Limbaugh said that if the healthcare bill passes, he's going to leave the country for treatment, and the Democrats are furious. If they'd have known he was going to leave the country, if they did it, they'd have passed the bill years ago. But they're definitely getting on with it now. There's so much going on today, I don't know where to start. CBS is getting ready for the live colonoscopy. The Republicans and the Democrats are fighting over the healthcare, and the biggest story of all, chameleons have weatherproof tongues. Oh no, their tongues are probably ruined by inclement conditions. No, chameleons' tongues are weatherproof. Look at this headline I found today in Discovery News. Chameleons have weatherproof... Now, I know what you're thinking. I think I speak for us all when I say, what the hell is a weatherproof tongue? Well, I'll tell you. Oh, I hurt my finger on the camera there. I overemphasized with my... And that's my pointing and friendly finger. A weatherproof tongue, apparently, is a tongue that doesn't slow down in cold weather. I think I've got one of those. Well, I grew up in Scotland, you know, it's cold there. As a young man, I had a tongue. Weather didn't slow it down at all. Your tongue's a muscle, and like all muscles, it slows down in the cold. But according to the scientists at the University of South Florida, a chameleon's tongue doesn't. And I'm like, oh. I think the scientists at the University of South Florida, what they were doing is they were making out with lizards. And, well, scientists get lonely, and one probably get caught making out with a lizard. He's like, oh. And the lizard's going, eh, and he's like, ah, like that. That's right, I'm enacting lizard making out on TV. So he's like, oh, and then the other scientist came in, and he's like, oh. I was just checking to see if this chameleon's tongue was waterproof. I'm sure there's no funny business going on. The chameleon department of the University of South Florida is very prestigious. I'll be in Florida next week. I'm doing stand-up comedy. In Florida, yeah. On the 15th, I'll be in Orlando, and then I'll go to Florida. Anyway, if you don't know... It's a joke. I will be in Orlando on the 15th, though. That's not a joke, that's a plug. Anyway, I'm talking about chameleons. If you don't know what a chameleon is, basically it's a pimped-out lizard. Kind of is, really. Pimp My Lizard, by the way, is the name of a TV show I pitched at MTV. But a chameleon is a lizard that constantly changes its appearance. It is the lizard world's Lady Gaga, if you will. They're actually awesome. I got a clip of a chameleon. Look at this. Look at this chameleon. Isn't that awesome? I wish I could do that with shoes in a bag. I love this. This is my new late night thing. Hey, everybody. Hey. Yeah, I would run out and high-five you, but I don't want to. High-five you. I could do a high-five. Why don't people run up to the front and high-five me when I come out? When Leno comes out, they all run up spontaneously as if no one had planned it, and they high-five him. Nobody high-fives me. Look at you. No, don't hold you. It's too late now. You can't high-five someone after they've pointed at you. That's it. Don't. No, don't. Chameleons. Yeah, now here's why it's a big deal that chameleons have fast tongues in cold weather. Because they use their tongues to capture their victims. What happens is the fly buzzes around and gets hit by the chameleon's tongue. And the fly sticks to the tongue because of a vacuum effect. So, even a chameleon needs the proper amount of suction. You don't have... It's true. All right. If you don't have the proper amount of suction in your ball vacuum cleaner, you'll have a very sad ball. I know it's time for the commercials, isn't it? How do they do it on late night again when you go to the commercials? The band, that's what you do. You turn to the band and the band go, band. They do music. Then you point at the guy in the band, the guy in the band points at you. You're over there. You're over there. I can't do that, though. I can't high-five anyone. What about if I do the top 10 list? I can't. It's not mine, I'd get sued. Wait a minute, I work for Dave and he does the top 10 list. He'd have to sue me, but if he sued me, he'd be suing himself. Because this show is owned by his company, so if Dave sued me, he couldn't really sue me because he'd just be suing himself. We'll be right back with Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra, everyone. Welcome back. Craig, why are you twitching like a gay dancer? I don't know. I'm high-fiving myself because I don't want to go over and touch the audience. They're hobos. I know. You don't look like hobos, but they are. There's very big news. You know, if you've been watching this show a lot, I'm sorry your cable isn't working, but if you've been watching the show, you'll know that in my attempt to become more like a late-night show, I've embarked on a plan to get a sidekick. A sidekick, a robot sidekick, I think is best for me, a robot skeleton sidekick. Because I'm a big fan of the movie Ghost Rider, and people that follow me on the Twitter, we call ourselves the Robot Skeleton Army. You know why? Because it sounds awesome. Anyway, what happened was that Grant Imahara of the Mythbusters, who's like the robot one of the Mythbusters, like they all have special powers. Grant does robots, Adam does sneezing, Jamie does hats, Tori does hello. No, Carrie does hello, Tori does what are you gonna do? Sometimes, though, Tori goes, hey, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, hey. Oh, get off. Anyway, look. Grant is building me a robot sidekick. And we have some news about the development of the robot sidekick. Take a look at this.
In 1992, late-night history was changed forever when NBC implanted a microchip into the massive chin of Jay Leno. This forced American hero David Letterman into exile on the otherwise worthless CBS network. But in 2009, an experiment at NBC failed miserably. The microchip in Leno's chin learned to think for itself. By 2010, television lay in ruins. Late night was ruled by white middle-aged douchebags. ShamWow commercials and vacuum cleaners with the proper amount of suction.
Late night's only hope lay in the hands of an adorable madman in a San Francisco laboratory. He fused bone and metal to forge...
I am really honored to be a part of late night talk show history because you are going to have the very first robotic sidekick. That's the beginning of the robot called Jeff Peterson. What?
We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back.
And now, Craig's Spanish word of the day. Today's word is
acogedor. Acogedor.
This is my chameleon. His name is Mr. Sparkles. Are you a cogidor, Mr. Sparkles? All right. Sparkles, that was an accident. I'm fine. Could you throw me down a snack? Yes. How about marshmallows? Lovely. There you go. All right. That's it. What? No chameleons were harmed in the making of this picture. All right, it's time for the email twittery thing. Do the jingle.
Twitter, tweets will set you free. Triceratops. Twitter, tweet the night with me. Check the tweets and also email.
Welcome back. Welcome back from the jingle, everybody. All right, okay, let's do it then. They're all stuck together. Oh, it's raining and my blouse is wet. Oh, that's ripping off. Sorry, that's a different picture. All right, here's an email from Beth in Orange Park in Florida. I'm going to Florida next week. I'll be in Orlando on the 15th. Beth from Orange Park says, Dear Craig, my dogs snore very loudly. Do you think those nose strips would work on dogs? No, I don't think so. You got your hair. I love those nose strips, though. They're fantastic. Yeah, I wear 2 of them, the big ones, because I'm a terrible snorer. I sometimes snore when I'm awake. But I put them and they're awesome. They open up your nose. It's fantastic. You know, when I first put one on, I thought, God, I wasted so much time taking cocaine. I could just put one of these on. It's like, oxygen going in. But I don't think they'd work on dogs. Because dogs, their noses are a different shape to human noses. You're welcome, people that didn't know that. All right, this is from Gloria in Frederick in Maryland. Gloria says, do you think hamsters lead lives of quiet desperation? Do you know I do? I do. I think they're like... I think the only thing that cheers them up is having stuff to put in their pouches. Isn't that adorable that hamsters have their pouches and they keep stuff for later? Like they go around and they have these little cheek pouches and they go, oh, I'll keep that for later. I'll just stick that in there for anything at all. Like, you know, or in fact, they use it when they want to watch television programs if they don't have time. It was where they got the idea for TiVo. Hamsters would store videotapes. Back in the day, it was videotapes, and they would store them in their pouches. And then ay caramba! Oh. Yeah. Yeah. All right, one more. Okay. Let's see. I'll move it. All right, this is a Twitter. This is Joe from Philadelphia. Says, Craig, can you help me get a British girlfriend? Am I a pimp? What you want to do if you want to attract British women is, first of all, do what I do. Avoid the dentist. Immediately, they'll be like, oh, he's got lovely teeth, hasn't he? And then, also the thing to do is, I don't know how you attract British women, really. English women, I don't know how you attract them. I was always rather attracted to English women, though. I was. I always liked doing to them what their ancestors did to my country. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. All right. Quietly. Please don't actually cheer. You put me off. When you're just pretending, it's fine. But when you're actually pleased about something, I'm like, what the hell is that noise? My first guest tonight is an actress and a producer, and it's lovely. She's got a new show, Who Do You Think You Are, which is Friday nights on NBC. Take a look.
I think we're related. So I wanted to meet him because my father, the family wanted to know whatever happened to him.
And then, where are you calling her right now? Where are you?
I'm in Gdynia.
In Gdynia?
Yes.
Oh my God. Also, please, you are very welcome. Let's visit us.
Okay, great. All right. See you soon. All right, bye.
Please welcome the lovely Lisa Kudrow, everybody. Lisa Kudrow. Side, yeah. Point at them.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's my new trick. Everybody's doing it.
It's fantastic too. It's so authentic and genuine.
It speaks of real emotion, doesn't it? It means I genuinely am bonding with you. This is not showbiz crap. I really mean it.
That's right. That's right. And you know what else I like? Also what? Fist pumps. Like.
Oh yeah, fist pump in the air. Yeah.
Because to me that means like don't touch me really. Let's keep our distance. Yeah. Yeah,
don't even. Yeah. This show looks fascinating to me.
It's fantastic.
What is it?
Well, what it is
Tell me, because I must know.
This actually, you know what? This show is a British show. Oh. I know, and you don't like the British.
I do. They're fine. They're fine.
I understand.
But, now, let me just get this straight, though.
No, I mean, they are fine, but, you know, the history.
No, well, Scotland and England, they're all British.
Right.
But Scotland and England, two separate countries.
Right,
But you can say British for all of them. It's like saying all North Americans. You can include Canadians, but of course everybody means... No, you
Yeah, no, right, exactly. That's ridiculous. Yeah. No, but you know what? The creator of the show, Alex Graham, is from Scotland.
I think I know Alex Graham.
Well, you might.
Yeah, I do.
Because it's a small country.
It's a tiny little country.
And that's what you meant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he created the show. It's been on for like 7 or 8 years over there.
Right.
And I saw it because I was in Ireland and it was on BBC, and I thought it was the best show I'd ever seen. It's like a documentary series, and they trace the genealogy of one famous person per episode.
Oh.
And there's always an amazing story that comes out of it. So we did here.
And that was you tracing your own genealogy?
I did one. I had to do one.
Who were you talking to? You are related to someone in Kazakhstan or something?
That was in Poland.
Oh.
That was in
well,
Poland.
that's Europe,
But
you know, it's all...
Eastern Europe,
yeah.
But I'm actually, my family's from Belarus. I was just trying to find someone who left Belarus, and we thought ended up in Poland.
Oh.
Actually, the family thought he was dead.
Oh.
Because we thought it's a Holocaust story.
Ooh.
And this is a comedy show, so it's really a perfect topic.
Right.
But so I just went off to find out how did he die? You know, I wanted to find out how he died, and then I found him.
He wasn't in
I ruined the show.
Yeah, that's
now.
you don't need to watch it now.
It. It's about the journey.
Yeah, no, that's fascinating.
It was fantastic.
Who else have you done? Who are the famous people you've done?
Well, the first one was Friday. It was Sarah Jessica Parker.
Right.
It was fantastic.
And she was related to...
okay.
Yeah.
She was
related to Abraham Lincoln.
No.
Oh, okay.
But she thought that her family were all recent immigrants and she had no deep roots in America.
Right.
And she did. In fact, she had an ancestor who was the very last accusation during the Salem witch trials.
What a proud moment that must be for her.
It was, though.
Yes.
I mean, not proud, but she was really shaken up because, you know, her ancestor almost was hanged.
But
she was accused of being a witch.
Accused of being a witch, but wasn't a witch.
Well, of course not. None of them were.
Hey.
You're making me really angry.
No. Some of those women really were witches.
Oh, no.
It's a joke. They were.
But it was good. So her, and then this Friday is Emmitt Smith, which is, you know, the football player.
Yeah.
An amazing story. He's just so, he's a great person, you know. He's really about, like, you know, I'm standing on, I met him.
Oh, well.
And he's great.
Yeah.
And his whole philosophy is just that, you know, like these people, what they suffered and endured, that I might be here, I'm just really grateful. And
that's fascinating.
Yeah,
that is.
it's great.
What about past lives? Do you do past lives?
Not yet.
Okay, I think
we're not going to do that.
you might want to have a look at past lives. In my past life was I was a dancer.
Oh, that explains your poise.
Yes, thanks. I danced for sheiks.
You probably, no doubt you did.
That's where I learned this,
yeah.
I like all of you guys. How are you? You all right?
I'm good, yeah. Why? I don't look okay.
No, you look fine.
Okay, thanks.
No, you look fine. Could you trace my ancestors back, do you think, then?
Yeah, Ancestry did do something, but I forgot. Ancestry.com.
They did do something on mine?
On yours, you had, you were mostly Irish.
That's news to me.
You know. Really? Yeah, you knew that.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, because all the people in my family gatherings are like, oh, Craig, how are you? How are you, son? You still at that Scottish thing?
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of Irish people in my family. Like most of them. But what happened was they moved over to Scotland for the weather, you know.
Really? But why? Why? When did they?
Well,
do you know?
there was a lot of Irish people went to America, and some went to Scotland because it was closer.
Oh, during the famine, the potato famine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's another reason why,
bad times,
you know, bad times and bad feelings about the British.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to keep bringing that up.
English.
The English.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it gets very confused and people get very upset because they say British, but it's like North American, you see?
Right. The British
Canadians.
Isles. It's all, okay. I'm sorry.
Do you know many Canadians?
No, not one.
Really?
No, that's not true. I must. I just don't remember any of them.
Isn't your husband Canadian?
Well, French, close.
Well, there you are then. I knew he was French, but I was messing with you.
Oh, yeah, you did.
That
you
really messed with you there, didn't it?
You knocked me for a loop. Like, oh, he's Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's French.
Maybe he's Canadian pretending to be French.
No, the accent's Parisian. You don't mess with a
Do you spend a lot of time
accent.
in Paris?
No,
Why
we don't
not?
spend any time because he doesn't care for it.
What? That's very Parisian, actually, isn't
Right?
it? I don't like Paris at all.
That's right.
It is so boring. Oh, the Eiffel Tower. Oh, the Arc de Triomphe. Oh, the delicious food. Ooh la la! Paris.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're exactly spot on. I mean,
Yeah.
they hate everybody, including themselves.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity. I know.
It's too bad. It's a beautiful place.
Paris?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Okay.
I love it, but I pretend to hate it so that they'll think I'm one of them.
It probably works.
Yeah. Apart from the not speaking French, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they love that, too.
Hey, we're out of time, apparently.
Oh.
Do you want to... I know what we could do.
What? Oh.
If you want.
Yeah.
Holly Hunter is sick, and she's on the show tomorrow night.
Oh.
So we could pretend that it's tomorrow night.
Okay.
And then you could come back, and I'll say, oh, Lisa Kudrow came back 2 nights in a row, and no one at home would be any the wiser.
No, you're right. That's a good idea.
Should we do that? So I'll say goodnight to you now. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
And then you'll be back tomorrow night.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
Or not.
I don't get the bit. I'm not understanding.
I don't know that it is a bit. No, it's not a bit. I'm serious.
Okay. And will I talk about her show?
No.
Do I pretend
you're
that
still you.
I'm me.
You don't pretend to be Holly Hunter. She's not here because she's sick. She can't make it tomorrow night. So you.
Oh, and I'll come back.
Yeah, but we can do it now and pretend it's tomorrow and then put it in the right.
Yeah. All right. So
All right.
let's start.
No. We have to do commercials.
Oh, okay.
So I'll see you tomorrow night then, Lisa.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow night. He's on the show Rules of Engagement, which is on Monday nights on CBS. That's right. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah. Take a look at this.
Listen, I need you to do something for me.
Ah, yes. The phrase that has launched some of the worst days of my life. What do you need, sir?
Listen, I had a one-night stand, left my phone there. Need you to go grab it.
Well, that should only take a minute. Something I'm sure she's used to by now.
Here's the address. It's on a little table by the front door.
Right. So what's the young lady's name? Stupid question.
Please welcome Adhir Kalyan, everybody. Adhir Kalyan. Pointing. Do you do a lot of pointing in your life?
On a day-to-day basis, I try to start off each day and end off each day with a solid point.
Good for you.
Thank you.
That's very nice. I can't help but point at your lovely sweater.
Thank you so very much.
It's awesome.
Thank you very much. I mean, I see you suited up every evening. I thought I'd make at least a little bit of an effort.
This is just old Bob Barker stuff that's lying around. This is nice. Now, your accent, is that a British accent?
I was born and raised in South Africa, but the accent at this point is predominantly British. But I'll tell you what, Craig, if you want me to do Leo DiCaprio in Blood Diamond, I can do that all day, all day long.
Wow,
Yeah.
hey, wow. Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely,
Yeah. What part of South Africa are you from?
Born and raised in Durban, South Africa, on the East Coast.
Right.
Do you know it at all?
No.
No.
I've never been to South Africa. I've heard it's a very beautiful country.
Yes, it is. It's a really, remarkable part of the world. I believe I'm your second South African guest.
Yes, Bishop Desmond Tutu was here. He said that. You probably heard of him.
Yes, the Nobel Peace Prize-winning, world-renowned humanitarian.
Yeah, genius.
And I've got to follow that. It doesn't end well for me, does it?
No, it's fine. Look, he may be all these things, but he's not on a show with David Spade, is he?
This is true. This is true.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
Take that, Bishop Desmond Tutu.
Indeed. I mean, in fairness, though, God has been kind and blessed him by not having to work with David Spade on a day-to-day basis.
Well, you know, I was coming to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Traumatic experience.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How come you've got a British accent then? Did you move to Britain after South Africa?
I did. I moved from South Africa, worked in England, and then made my way out here to Los Angeles. But even my articulation teachers in South Africa, they were British. So from a very early age, I learned to sort of speak under their training. And
you had articulation teachers?
Articulation teachers, yes.
What on earth is that? Did you go to a very fancy, posh school?
I may or may not have attended fancy posh schools.
I see. So you have a fantastic, expensive education and you're squandering your life acting.
In a word, yes.
Yes, I understand that. Well, why not? So you were taught by English people there, and then what part of England did you live in? You live in London?
I lived in North London, yes.
I lived in North London.
No,
there you are.
There we go.
I lived in Islington. Were you in Islington?
I lived in and around Finsbury Park.
Finsbury Park?
There we go.
I went and saw the Pogues playing in Finsbury Park. Did you ever go see the Pogues playing?
No.
Irish band.
No, I didn't, I'm afraid. No. Pogues?
Pogues? You never saw the Pogues?
I didn't. I never saw them, I'm afraid. Sorry.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
All right, okay. Craig, you know, I feel as though you're coming at me a little strong right now.
Sorry,
it's a little aggressive.
All right, you're right, you're right. That was too much. It was too much. And so you worked your way across here?
Yes, my time in London was a wonderful time in my life, but at the same time it was a very challenging a couple of years I spent there, very much this hand-to-mouth existence. And in my second year there, the script arrived on my agent's desk for a show called Aliens in America.
Oh, yes.
And
you were in that
show, exactly.
Oh, this is I'm getting it now. Yeah.
So let's just skip to the end of the story because you've already told everyone I got that role on that show, and it's what brought me across to the States, and now I live here in Los Angeles, and you know I'm having the most extraordinary time of it.
Got a girlfriend here? Boyfriend? Pet? You don't have a pet?
No. No pet policy in my apartment, you see.
You get a hamster, they'd never know.
This is true. This is true. But I mean, you know, they're in such quiet desperation already. I don't know if I could.
Yes, that's true.
Guide them through that.
You don't want a needy hamster waiting for you when you get home.
This is true.
Hey.
Yes.
How about, given that you're a proper actor, grown up, can do things, how about have a nice awkward pause? Want to do an awkward pause? I only extend it to the best actors.
Well, that's very generous of you, and I feel as though my answer should be yes.
But it's not going to be, I think.
No. Oh no. Yes is yes. Is my answer to you right now. Yes.
Have we started the awkward?
I think we have. You see? I just wanted us to really feel the awkwardness before we could really embrace the awkwardness.
You impressed me a great deal, you know. They did tell me one day someone will come here who will understand awkwardness even better than you.
And I ask you loud and I ask you clear, has that day arrived?
I knew there would come a time when I would have to hand over the snake mug. But that time has not arrived.
Que aprendimos en el programa, señor Craig?
Ay, Chihuahua.
Show ran over tonight, so I've got to get out here quickly. I can't spend any time talking because they've said you went on far too long, and if you keep talking, then it's going to be trouble. So the minute that we come back from a commercial break and they have the little cat, you better say goodnight, and that's it. No talking, no chatting, no extending it, no making it longer, not kind of just keeping going and burning up good ShamWow commercial time.